Hello everybody, my name is Chef Harpal Singh Sokhi and today I am going to show you how to make egg biryani. In India, if there is any occasion, any festive, it is directly related to food. For us, good food means good celebration. Yes, and that's what we all believe in. And this is especially for Easter. I thought, okay, there are a lot of people who do Easter eggs, chocolates, etc. So if it was the Indian style, egg biryani was the best thing, because I live in a small place called Kharagpur. That's where I was born, and there were a lot of British Anglo-Indians actually, and those were of British origins, the people who stayed back for after the independence, and they used to all work for the railways. That's where the railways were set up in India, and they used to do a lot of Indian stuff, Indian style, and I had a lot of friends. So this one is actually dedicated to them. For egg biryani, first of all, boil rice. So I've got basmati rice soaked, which is little more than 2 cups, not more, by 2 cups soaked basmati rice. So when you soak 2 cups raw rice, it turns nearly to 3 cups. And I've got water boiling in here. So water, almost 5 to 6 liters of water. More the water, better it is. 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds going in, salt. If it is 5 to 6 liters of water, at least 1.5 tablespoon of salt. Okay, so you need to check. The water needs to be salty, because that's when the rice picks up exact amount of salt. So don't get worried about how much salt is added, but if you don't add the right quantity of salt, the rice will not pick up just adequate quantity of salt. So the measures I've told you: rice into the water. Rice you need to soak for at least 20 minutes. At least 20 minutes. Good quality basmati rice. Check for good quality basmati rice across wherever you live and get this. There you go. Cover this up and let this get cooked. Okay. In the meanwhile, lots of stuff here for biryani. That's what is required for biryani. You need to do a lot of preparations. I've got chopped onion, chopped tomato. I've got salt, ghee, saturated fat, red chilli powder, green chilli juliennes. I've got ginger juliennes, mint leaves, fresh coriander leaves, yogurt. I've also got boiled potatoes, which is what I want to add in this biryani, because they add in a unique flavor to this egg biryani. And especially in areas of Calcutta, when you live, a potato is a must in a biryani. And if it is not there, it's not called a biryani there. I've got a unique way of preparing this biryani, because I'll also layer an omelette in between. So I've got raw eggs, boiled eggs, turmeric, coriander powder, garam masala, and green cardamom powder. Cumin powdered. Oil is required. We wait for the rice to cook to 3/4 level. Okay, so if it is 3/4 done, I will strain the rice. You see, the rice is boiling well. It gets a lot of area to adequate space to actually rotate around and elongate to its right size. So ample of water is important. That's how I do, and the rice should be just about 3/4 cooked. And I see the rice is almost there. So what I'm going to do is just wait for another minute. Boiling rice should take about 6 to 8 minutes, not more than that. Time to strain the rice. The rice is strained, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread this rice in a tray. So that's what you need to do. You need to spread it in a tray and then use it. In hotels, we use it directly because we manage the water also. Since we keep cooking every day, we manage to do it well. But at home, you need to spread it so that when you have a biryani, it is nice and elongated and the rice is separate. This is what you need to do. I'll keep this aside and we begin our cooking. Oil, I'll take 2 tablespoons of oil and 1 tablespoon of ghee. In this, ghee is integral part of biryani. You cannot run away from it. Good biryani tastes good when you add ghee. Cumin seeds, 1 teaspoon. So once the cumin browns up a bit, onions into this, chopped onions, 3 small chopped onions. Since I'm using 4 boiled eggs and I'm also using an omelette in between, so in totality there will be around 7 to 8 eggs that will go into this, and I need to brown this onions now. This is going to take some time, about 6 to 8 minutes on high flame. The onions are now brown. Ginger garlic paste to this. Two tablespoons. Stir fry this for about 2 minutes, and to this add tomatoes chopped. 3 tomatoes. Now to this, salt to taste. That is what I'm going to add first, salt to taste. And cook this until the tomatoes become mushy. And that should take about 4 to 5 minutes. I am cooking in my induction, so the timing, what I am saying is as per my induction. You please check on your gas flame, because it's very important. That's the reason I keep talking a bit and keep telling you little points. Very important, the tomatoes should become mushy, pulpy, and the oil should separate. Once it separates, that means it's done. Okay. Now to this I am going to add coriander powder, 2 tablespoons, red chilli powder, 1 teaspoon, turmeric, half a teaspoon, garam masala, 1 teaspoon, and I'm going to mix this. To this, going to add yogurt, 1 cup, whisk it up. There you go. There the whisk goes. Yogurt into this. Ginger juliennes, about 1-inch piece of ginger. You need to cut that into juliennes. 3 to 4 green chillies, slit. Okay. Mint leaves, about 15-20 of them. Okay. Add the leaves, just break them up. 2 tablespoons coriander, chopped, freshly chopped coriander. Okay. And some brown onions. Now how to brown onions is something which I have a video on YouTube. Please follow that. Take 3 large onions, brown them for this biryani. 3 large onions. Okay. So add 1/4 of it first in this, and then keep the rest for layering up. So this is what I'm going to do. Mix this up well. This is ready. Remove this from the flame. I don't want this to be cooked any further. Next steps follow very quickly. A pan up for omelette. In the meanwhile, I'll finish this biryani off. Eggs is what I'm taking. Very important for eggs, you need to take eggs, just make some marks like this so that all the spices go deep inside. And I'm going to put this egg in to the spice mix that I've made, the onion spice mix. Insertions like this into the biryani. You can add more number of eggs if you want to. If you are a family of 4, this is good enough. I've got 2 potatoes that we have boiled. Like I said, I love them and I love large pieces of it into the biryani. Real large chunks. Really love them the way they are. So, large chunks. Lots of fun. Mix it up well. Before I finish off, loads of things to be done here. Juice of 1 lime, into this biryani. And ghee into this biryani, 1 tablespoon, right? Oh, that makes a perfect egg biryani. When you make food, your mouth starts watering. That means whatever you're doing is absolutely right. And there you go. My biryani is ready. So my pan is up here. Oil in this. What I'm making is an omelette. So I've got some eggs in here. I'll use one of these bowls only to make an omelette. And to this, a little bit of red chili powder and a little bit of salt. So 1/4 teaspoon red chili powder, salt to taste to make an omelette. Whisk it. Whisk it up well, and there goes the egg. Cannot throw the glass bowl, yeah. So omelette is ready. Now the interesting part is I'm using the omelette to layer in between. So you have eggs, like boiled eggs, and every bite you might get a small piece of the omelette. There you see, my omelette is ready and I am ready too. So I'm going to pull back my egg handi, take my rice. There you see, the advantage of spreading rice is very important like this. So now the rice is all fluffed up and I have individual grates. Spread this. Next step, Garam Masala. Green cardamom powder. This will give you that beautiful fragrance and flavor. Brown onions. This brings in the sweetness in between the biryani and also keeps it moist. Mint leaves for digestion, for a lot of things, for flavor. Some coriander. And of course, want the biryani to be moist. Ghee. I'm not using saffron in this egg biryani. And now After adding ghee, finally the omelette that I've cooked, layer it up in the rice. And what I'm going to do is, yes, here's my knife. Just so that the steam passes through, I'm cutting the omelette. I'm just piercing the omelette with a knife so that the steam passes through to the top of the rice also. And the next layer on top, Garam Masala, green cardamom powder, again 1 teaspoon, 1/4 teaspoon of green cardamom powder, 1 teaspoon of garam masala, 1/4 teaspoon of green cardamom powder, the balanced brown onions on top, mint leaves, some coriander, and the balanced ghee that I've got. And finally, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some water and sprinkle some water. So you need to sprinkle at least 3 to 4 tablespoons of water on top of the biryani. And also ensure that if you have a butter paper, use a butter paper. If not, a kitchen towel like this, put it on top. Okay, so I've got a small butter paper in here. I'll put the butter paper. You can use a kitchen towel. Again, wet the butter paper, put little water on top so that the biryani remains moist. Okay, not too much water. And finally, the last step, some dough, chapati dough or bread dough that you have. Chapati dough or bread dough is what you need to take. And seal this up. Okay, we are ready. The biryani is not yet ready, but we are ready. Cook for about 12 to 15 minutes. The steam starts coming out and we are ready to rock with the biryani. Now after about 15 minutes, as you start seeing the steam coming out of the vessel, and the whole house will actually start smelling of biryani. I think even the neighbors will come to know that you have cooked some good food. So I am ready in here. The biryani is ready and we just need to remove this. Wow, look at this. Super. Now this little trick has kept the rice moist and the grains are absolutely separate. Very important. You just can't, take out a biryani from the center. So to serve biryani also, it's very important. You have to take your spoon, slowly take it, dig it down absolutely, and then look at this. The potato, the whole rice and everything start smelling good. So layer it. When you serve also, remove things from down, pick up the egg. There, I've got the potato, the omelette, There comes the egg. The egg. There you have the biryani garnished with some fresh coriander, some lemon, and serve it with raita. Nothing better than this full meal that India offers to the world. This is one of those most unique dish, fulfilling, I think, and if you can master the art of cooking biryani, you have arrived.